Hello students, welcome everyone. Welcome to our today's session that is related to our chapter 13 surface area and volume, and this chapter it is related to our ninth class maths book. So in this exercise we will discuss about volume regarding the volume. In the previous exercise we have discussed regarding the surface area, and this exercise we have discussed regarding the volume. So just have a look to our first question. What our first question is: a matchbox measurement is given to us, and what we have to find out? We have to find out volume of a packet containing 12 such boxes. So just see the question. What the question is? Question is regarding the matchbox. So matchbox, it is in cuboidal shape. So here we will find the volume of cuboid. So we know that the volume is L into B into H. So putting the values there, we have find it out the volume of one matchbox. But here the question is, we have to find out volume of the 12 such boxes. So for finding volume of 12 such boxes, we will multiply volume of one box by 12. Okay, we will multiply volume of one box by 12. So here we got volume of 12 boxes. Now our next question, it is regarding the cuboidal water tank. Dimensions are given to us 6, 5 and 4.5. Now here the question is, how many liters of water it can hold? So for finding that how many liters of water it can hold, first of all we will find out the volume. So first of all, volume is L into B into H. This we know the formula that the volume is L into B into H. So after finding the volume of that cuboidal tank, what we will do? We will convert that volume, that is in meters cube, into liters, because here the question is how many liters of water it can hold. So for converting, it is also given in our question, the hint given to us, but in the examination it will be not there. So you have to learn that 1 meter cube, it is equals to 1000 liter. So for converting volume into the capacity, that how many liters it can hold, we are multiplying it by 1000 and we are getting our result. Okay, just see third question. Third question is, a vessel is there, cuboidal vessel. Dimension is given 10 meter long, 8 meter wide. And the question is here, how height must it made it to hold 180 cubic meter of liquid? Means here is given the volume. Length is given to us, width is given to us, and volume. What is unknown? Height. So we know it very well that the formula is volume is equals to L into B into H. So by putting the values there, whatever the values are known to us, what we know the length, we know the width, we know the volume, we can find the unknown value. Directly what we have to do, we have to put the value in the formula and we can know the unknown value. Okay, so just see here question number 4. What our question number 4 is? All are easier one. Okay, this volume, finding volume is quite easier than finding the surface area, because here what we have to do, we have simply multiply. We know what is the volume, it is L into B into H. We have to multiply it. Okay, the calculation in surface area, it is comparatively quite tougher than the questions of the volume. Okay, so this exercise you will find easier to solve. Just see our fourth question. Our fourth question is, we have to find the cost. When we have to dig a pit, it is in cuboidal shape. What we have to find? We have to find the cost. But see here, what is given to us? That the rate is 30 per meter cube. So what we will do? First of all, we will find the volume. And after finding the volume, we will multiply it by cost. Simply we can find it out. First of all, what we have done, just see using the formula, what we have done, we have find out the volume. And after finding the volume, because it is given to us rupees 30 per meter cube, for finding the cost, what we have done, we have multiplied by the cost. So simply we can get our answer. Yes, now question number 5. The question number 5 is, the capacity of a cuboidal tank is 50,000 liter. Here capacity is given to us. Okay, with the help of this capacity, we can find out the volume, or with the help of volume, we can convert that into the capacity. Both terms should be the same. Yes, now here the question is, we have to find the breadth of the tank की breadth हमें find out करनी है, and what the things are given to us, it is length and depth हमें दे रखी है. So if we assume that breadth क्या होगी, breadth will be b. So putting the values, what we have find it out, just have a look here. It is 2.5 into b into 10. Here b is unknown. B क्या है, unknown. Now we can do any of the things. We can convert this liters into meter cube, or we can convert this meter cube into liters. It's up to us. Okay, which we find the easier one to do. Now what we have done here, we have converted this capacity into that volume into liters in the capacity. Okay, so now capacity we are having, and the capacity is also given to us. So by equating both of the terms, what we have find it out and what is given to us. Okay, so here we can interchange the position. 25,000, 50,000 will be divisible by 25,000, and we can find out the breadth of the tank, that is 2 meter. Okay, okay, now have a look to our next question, that is question number 6. In question number 6, what is given to us? Just have a look to the question. Question is, in a village, population is 4,000 and it requires 150 liters of water per day. In a day, requirement of water is 150 liters. Okay, one more thing is given to you. Measurement of a tank. Okay, a tank is there in a village and its measurement is given to us. Now the question is here, for how many days will the water of this tank last? So what we will do, first of all we will find the volume. What we find? We find the volume of the tank. So what is the volume of the tank? Just see here, by using the formula, that is L into B into H. Then what we have done? We have calculated its capacity, because we want to find out the quantity of water in liters. So this we have find it out. Then what is given to us? The consumption of the per head per day. Okay, so if population is 4,000 and per head requirement is 150, so what is the total requirement in a day? It will be 4,000 multiplied by 150. It will be 4,000 multiplied by 150. So this is the total requirement of one day, and this is the total capacity of the tank. Okay, so how many days it will last? How can we calculate? We will calculate it by the water consumed by the pupil. If we assume it as n days, d days, whatever the days you will assume. So while dividing the capacity by the requirement of one day, we can easily find it out the number of days. That is 3 days. Simply you can then here by dividing, that number of days is equals to capacity of the tank divided by requirement of one day. Okay, yes. Now here question number 7. See, have a look to question number 7. What question number 7 is? A godown is there, its measurement is given to us. Okay, what the measurement is? 40, 25, 15. Okay, always assume them in the sequence, that L, B and H. Okay, if it is not given to us that this is L, this is B, this one is H, so we will assume that it is in the sequence LBH. Now, what is given to us? Find the maximum number of wooden crates, each measuring this one, can be stored in the godown. Now, wooden crates to be stored in the godown, what we have to find it out? We have to find out the volume. So, how we will calculate it? How can we calculate it? First of all, we will calculate the volume of the godown. Then we calculate the volume of the crate, and then we divide the both. Okay, in the simple terms, how can you understand? We have to put wooden crates in the godown. So what we have to find it out? We have to find out the volume of the godown. we have to find out the volume of the wooden crate, and then we have to divide the volume of the go down by the volume of the crate. After that, we can easily find out the number of crates that is stored in the ground. How we, go down. How we calculate it? Just have a look here. We have find out the volume of the go down as well as the volume of the wooden crate. Okay, if we assume that n crates were there, so n into the volume of one crate, it is equals to 15,000. So n is equals to this one we have calculated. In the simple terms also you can find it, write it like that. Number of crate stored is equals to volume of go down divided by volume of one wooden crate. Now, our next question, that is question number 8. What the question is there? A solid cube is there. Now see, it is a cube, it is not a cuboid, it is a cube, means all sides are equal. Is cut into 8 cubes of equal volumes. It is cut into 8 cubes of equal volumes. What we have to find it out? We have to find it out side of new cube. Whatever the new cube we have find it out, we have to find out the side of it. And also we have to find out ratio between their surface area. Just see how we have solved it. Side of cube, it is given to us 12 centimeter. Volume, it is side cube. So we have find out the volume of cube. Now, it will cut into 8 cubes of equal volumes. Okay, so first of all we will find it out. We have to find out the ratio of the surface area na? So we have find out the surface area of the cube with the side that is 12. Okay, now it is divided into 8 cubes of equal volumes. So if the side of particular smaller cube is P, you can assume it as any term A, B and C, X, whatever. So volume will be P cube. What will be the volume? P cube, whatever the variable we have decided. Now, how can you find out the surface area? Surface area will be, it will be 6P square. Surface area will be 6P square. So this will be the surface area and this will be the cube. Now, what will be the cube of one cube? Volume of one cube. So this is the volume of the total cube. It is divided into 8 cubes. The whole cube, it is divided into 8 cubes. So what you will do? You will divide this volume by 8. If we divide this volume by 8, we can find the volume of the each small cube. हमें किसका volume मिल जाएगा? Volume of the each small cube. So just have a look here. How can we find it out? It is 216 centimeter cube. It is 216 centimeter cube. So P cube is equals to 216. So side is 6. Now once we have find it out the side, we can find out the surface area. Instead of P, what we can put? We can put 6. Okay. And again by putting it into the formula, okay, we can easily find it out the result. What we have done here, you can directly write it here. Okay, we have put here value in the and. Here in the and we have put the values, but you can write it directly. Okay, you can write it directly. How you can write it? You can write it here. It is 6 into what A is there? 12 into 12. And it will be divided by 6 into 6 into 6. Okay, so there here you find it out the result. Simply you can find it out your result. No issue is there. Now question number 9. This is our last question of this exercise. Just have a look what our last question is there. A river, it is 3 meter deep and 40 meter wide. Okay, and it is flowing at the rate of 2 kilometer per hour. Flowing rate is 2 kilometer per hour. Now the question is there, how much water will fall into the river in a minute? In a minute, how much water will fall? So now see, depth of the river is given to you, width of the river is given to you, and the rate of flow. Rate of flow is 2 kilometer per hour, and we have converted it into meter per minute. Now, it is 100 upon 3 meter per minute, means it is the volume of the water that is flowing per minute. In a minute, it is flowing this much. Okay, so sorry, it is the rate of flow 2 km per hour, so it is the distance covered. It is the distance covered. In the case of river, that height, distance covered is the height. So volume, how can you find out the volume of 1 meter? It is the distance covered, that can be assumed as height, distance covered. Then this one and that one, all the things. Okay, these all things. So here we will find it out as 4000 meter cube. But the result we are finding out 4000 meter cube. Depth is known to us, width is known to us, and the third things you can find it out. It will be the length. Okay, all three things you can write here also. Per minute, if any confusion is there, so you can write it out. So L is equals to 100 upon 3 meter. This is the length. So by putting the value, we can find it out the volume. So this one is the volume of the water that is fall into the sea in a minute. Okay. So all these things are regarding our exercise, that is exercise 13.1, 13.5. With the help of this video, you can complete your exercise. For any query, you can comment or you can message me. Till then, thank you and take care.